Morning, folks. Papa Joe here. Over here getting unloaded again. Another cabinet load. Sneaking in this early, we'll see who I catch. Well, there's somebody coming in. I like that. They hit the like button first. What's up? Oh, I gotta put my eyeballs on, man. I'm blind. Bloosh. Joe, what up? Boy, a whole bunch of you filing in all of a sudden. I guess notifications work today. 5 people and one like, though. I guess the like button ain't working. Carlos, what's up? This was one of these places where they met me at the gate and tell me how hard it was to back in. Tell me all the troubles the driver had yesterday. Y'all don't want to hear how I did it. It wasn't like last Tuesday. No, I didn't get stuck. I did put the bad boy right in here like I knew what I was doing. I pulled him. Sitting in Columbus. Uh-huh. You need to be behind barbed wire. You need to be behind concertina wire. With some of them 20-foot chain links around it. And I read your comment on our phone deal last night. What do you mean Carlos was bouncing off the walls like a Mexican bean? Howdy. What up, Iron? Oh, Patrick, what's going on with you? The only thing they pronounce that coach. I know it's spelled couch, or they call it couch with that Koch. One of my students back when I was a trainer, her and her significant other, she got a team driving with a guy, and they was over there, and they had issues as a lease-on driver, but I don't know how much of it was them and how much of it was the company. So I really can't say a whole lot out. So, first cup of mud. Well, I had to set that alarm for 5 o'clock, so of course I'm up at 4:30. I hate setting alarms. I'll always get up 20, 30 minutes before it goes off. And I did my typical, I'll roll over and get that last 15, 20 minutes of sleep. Oh, hell no. Usually once I'm awake, I'm up. Oh. Well, I got started a few minutes earlier. And I was going to get here a little bit earlier than they was supposed to open the gate, and I seen one of our fuel stops was en route. Well, I might as well fuel early in the morning. Lo and behold, I know you won't believe it, but it's true. I actually pulled into a Love's at 6 o'clock in the morning. That was pretty packed out. And I got the very last parking fuel island. There was actually two open. The one I was pulling into, then the old boy that was in the next to the last, he was pulling up as I was pulling in. So early in the morning, that was relatively a quick fuel and go. Now I had a 7 o'clock appointment for here, and I told the old boy I was going to shoot for 6:30, and I got here 6:45. I was less than a mile away, and the supervisor called me, wanted to know when I was going to be here. And I'm less than a mile away. Well, I'll open the gate. Thank you. So they told me 8 people and 3 likes. Some of y'all hit that thumbs up button for me there. Uh, it really does help me if you hit the thumbs up and stuff. That helps me a lot. If you're watching a video or a replay of one of these or one of them commercials pop up, it really helps me a lot if you'll bite the bullet and let that video play, that commercial play through. That helps me a lot also. And I know nobody wants to come out of pocket to support the channel to speak of. So if y'all would at least hit the like button and watch them videos, them commercials on any of the videos, that's chump change, but it adds up to help me with the cost of my channel. What up, Bobby? But anyway, by 7 o'clock, they was already up in the trailer and starting to unload it. He had told me yesterday that he had started at 8 o'clock and got done at noon. But he told me it took that driver an hour to get back into the spot I'm in. It took me less than 5 minutes. So they got started at our 7 o'clock appointment time. So I stand a real good chance of getting out of here by noon. Thank y'all for hitting that likes up. About to hit the hay. You went back to work, did you? Now, wasn't you off with a foot injury or something, or am I getting my subscribers mixed up? Jim, your eyes are turning brown again. You know what causes that. There ain't too many out here that's better than me at backing up, buddy. There are a couple, I've seen them. Back when I was doing the rock and roll and the trade show freight. So there was a couple out here. But I don't think you're one of them. So there. Trash Holler, what's up? Okay, that was you that sprained your ankle. You just wanted to go deer hunting, tell the truth. It was convenient that you sprained your ankle during deer season. Now watch him be in denial. Oh, no, no, no. And my first cup of coffee. Although I did have one of these meal replacement deals. My morning meds, I have to have some protein in my belly before I take one of them. So, Grandma's got me where I don't like eating breakfast anymore. That's odd, because used to, I woke up starving and couldn't wait to eat. Last year or so, I'm not that big on breakfast. So she's got me where she sends out these meal replacement protein type drinks. And that's what I'll take my morning meds with. That way everybody's happy. I didn't have to eat, and I got the protein. I hear you, Blue. That's what I was just telling Carlos yesterday. If I had his money and my looks, I'd have it made and I'd retire. Oh, yeah. Well, I can get Grandma fired up. I was tickled to death. I got her in them videos the other day. Yep. Don't worry, Carlos. You ain't that far behind me, buddy. What are you, 10 years, 12 years behind me? What are you, around 42, 44? Yeah, I'm 58. You ain't that far behind me, buddy. And them next 10 years, damn, they're going to take a toll on you. Yeah, You're 14 years behind me. Oh, hell, Blue. You done got up there, brother. 31. Man, my baby boy would have been older than you. Let's see. Little Joe is 37. December 14th, he's either 37 or 38. And Nathan was 2 years younger than him. So Nathan would be like 35 or 36 if he's still with us. Speaking of Little Joe, y'all know I did that Christmas deal where all the t-shirts you're buying is going to Little Joe. He's getting his master's on December 14th, one day before his birthday. I would really appreciate it if y'all would go order some t-shirts, and what little bit of revenue we get from that, I'm giving to Little Joe for him and his kids' Christmas and for his graduation. So, you know, it's not like I'm asking for handouts or anything. You'll get a fairly decent t-shirt. I think they're cool t-shirts. So if you'll go into the About page, you'll find the t-shirt thing. If you're on my Facebook page, Carlos tagged a deal on the top there, I'm pretty sure. So just little ways you can help the channel out, folks. If you like the channel and you want to help it out, so it would help a lot. You are right, Trash Holler. He'll always be with me. Yeah, Carlos ain't ready to admit it. He's still in denial, but he's getting to be an old fart. This time of morning, he's in there attempting to get ready for work. Trying to remember how to shave. There you go, Patrick. What up, John? Did you ever get your hug? If you go out there to California, then Carlos will give you a big old hug. I've asked people to do that all along, Jim. I've asked people when they got their shirts to take a picture and post it on Facebook or on Patreon. Right, Bobby? Yeah, Grandma was telling me to get on over here and take me a nap. I was like, yeah, right. Sounds good. That wasn't a typo. You're just feeling guilty now. These boys have got a little line going, just like a line of ants. Uh-huh. It ought to make Stormy happy. That ought to give her a little bit of hope she might get rid of you. Yep. Still got milk in your mouth. I got you. Boy, you're still on the tit. Anymore when any of them call me young man, I tell them thank you. And I love it when some of them old codgers call me a kid or a young man. I'm like, thank you. I like you. Kind of like when they ID me for cigarettes or alcohol. I'll say, well, thank you. Oh, we ID everybody. Don't try to buzz my bubble. Morning, Kale. Yeah, it took a while for that video to go up last night, but I got it to finally go up. Actually, I went ahead and made it go public, and I went to bed. I don't know what time it actually made it uploaded. I was asking them to do that when I first started the t-shirts. Oh, Grant was telling me that now he was one of my first buyers on the shirts. He's bought 2 or 3 different times. And he told me that he was at Walmart wearing the Christmas shirt or the Patriot shirt. And people were like, man, where'd you get that? I want it. And he told them about the channel. I don't know if they went and ordered it or not. I don't think they did, because I know Jim ordered 2 and Mitch out of Canada ordered 1, and it only showed 3 sales on the last week's deal. So let me see who is beeping in early in the morning. Oh, it ain't none important. All right. Oh, was it 10:30? I was sound asleep by then. But yeah, anybody that's got t-shirts, I'd appreciate you taking a picture of them, preferably with you wearing them, and send them in. If you have to email them, then go to the email address and email them, or go to the Facebook page and share them. That would be awesome. We get a few of them put together. If you do a front and a back, would be nice. After we get a dozen or so of them up, I'll have Little Joe or Carlos, if Carlos knows how. I know Joe knows how. Do a little picture slide of them and post that up. I think that'd be cool. It's amazing how I'm watching these people, and the only one that's dragging his feet and slumping around is the youngest one out of all of them. Anyway, appears to be the youngest. See now, that load last week that took 10 hours to unload, that was one of these loads. And they had 2 crews in there working. One was a black crew and one was a Mexican crew. I didn't segregate them out. That's their deal. And neither one of them was unloading where the dam they kept running from the trailer. Here we got a Mexican load that they're steadily at it. So, you know, you can't judge anybody from last week's performance is what it boils down to. I was telling the wife about it before I started this, and like I told her, to me, that was just a bad supervisor on that other job site. He allowed them to be lazy, both crews. And over here, this old boy, now he's not out here with them. Nice enough guy. I met him, talked to him 3 or 4 times on the phone between yesterday and today, and then met him, and he showed me where I needed to go. Very nice, elderly Mexican gentleman. But you can also tell he runs the site. He keeps people working, which, you know, you got a damn job to do. Do your job. Don't act like a teenager and try to dodge work. Oh, that was Little Joe calling. I'm going to send him a message, tell him I'm on live stream. I don't do that too often off my tablet. Let's see if I can figure out how. Let's see. Where is Messenger? Right there. Well, it's been so long it says it's out. It needs updating bad. Well, we'll let it do that. And I will attempt to this is exactly, there we go. This is why I don't use this much. And where is Jose? Oh, quit it. Yeah, everything's out of date on this rascal. I tell you how much I use it. Did I miss any comments? So far, it ain't doing all bad. All right, Kel, be careful, buddy. All right, John, later. This early in the morning, I'm not surprised that they're having to drop out. Let me hit reply. There we go. I just told him I'm doing a live stream. Now put that thing down. Uh-huh. Well, I have learned that this thing will skip some of my messages. Because I'll see where y'all are talking about something directly with each other, and I'll go back to see what I missed, and there's nothing there. Well, cool. Maybe they got their issues fixed. Wonder how far they're having to tote these cabinets. I know that's one, two, three stories. I don't know if they're having to go up to the top floor with these right now or what they're doing. Let me put that window down just a little bit more. I got the heater on back there and it's a little bit warm up here. No, he ain't. Don't start lying to Carlos. The last thing I'd call him is good. Oh, me, oh my. What up, son? Well, you got to get a thumbs down once in a while. Oh, it was probably somebody didn't like us teasing each other. Yeah, they probably thought we was racist and haters and all kinds of shit. What up, Opti? Carlos or Joe, do a block on that right there. Just go ahead and band them. Yeah, well, except Carlos. He's not considered a white man. Thank you. If you can do a permanent block on them, go ahead. I don't need that trash in here. Right? Well, the only way that Mexicans considered a white man nowadays is if he shoots somebody. Like that old boy down in Florida. I hear you, trash hauler. Some stuff I don't tolerate at all. That kind of nonsense is one of them. Yep, you're a sellout, man. And you're hanging out on a white guy's channel with a wrench. I have a Mexican friend over in Colorado, and I never even knew the dude was half Mexican. It didn't matter, you know. He's a good kid. I taught him quite a bit, and we enjoyed each other. Met the wife and the whole ordeal. Good kid. And until Trump started running, and he was a Trump supporter, and we're, of course, on each other's Facebook walls, none of the race stuff even came up until the Trump deal did. And they was telling him what a sellout he was and, oh, all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, really? Well, I jumped in there to defend him a little bit, and they started telling me how he was half Mexican and blah. I was like, Me and the man worked together for damn near 3 years. It never came up. Why is it coming up now? You know? But anyhow, it's amazing how if you don't agree with somebody, even of your own race, that you're a sellout, a Uncle Tom, whatever. You're not allowed to have your own opinion. You must go with the masses. One of these meds I'm on makes me need to go tinkle a lot. I'm fixing to go see if that porta potty's empty. Will y'all chat amongst yourself for a minute? The meds that Grandma and the doctors got me on is working. I'll be back in about 2 minutes. Oh, I'm back. I stepped back there to the back. They're doing pretty good. They got it coming up, and they are going up to that third floor with them. They're hitting all 3 floors, actually. Yeah, I bet, Trash Holler. Well, there's actually... Oh, okay, that's Little Joe. I was going to say, there's 3 Josephs. But being one of them's asking the question. Yeah, now this supervisor, I didn't realize it. He's up in the back of the truck toting cabinets to the back door for him. So, and he's got to be my age or older. And no, I'm not getting up in there. I did my job. I got him here. And this is a big old apartment complex. I thought it was going to be another government housing project. That's what I usually go to. But no, this one ain't. And one of their guys, right after I got back in, it was the young man that helped me back in, which he was damn good. He stayed in my mirrors. And I told him, I said, I was quite impressed. You backed trucks up before, you stayed in my mirrors. And he told me, he said, my dad's a truck driver. He says, and he's always told me, if you can't see me, I can't see you. I said, well, that's true. So, I mean, my mirrors would move and he was moving with them. So he did good. But he gave me a tour on how I got to get out of this place. Oh. Oh. Yeah, he told me he thinks they'll get me out early. Before that noon. That they got that truck out yesterday. But now they got started a hour earlier. Y'all ain't cousins, are you? Ah, is that what it is? We, Yucca Valley, huh? You could be kinfolk. We went down Saturday night for that parade and to watch one of the granddaughters do a little dance deal. The son, Robert, he's all into that football deal. He didn't get that from me. I ain't into football. Neither is Little Joe. But we'd stop by their house, find out what the plans were. And he's all up in there watching the Georgia game. And what surprised me, Little Joe, they played in Atlanta. And I told Mom I'm surprised I didn't hear Joe bitching about him blocking off his apartment. Nah, it wasn't. But I wound up putting a little app on my phone here where he could watch the game. So we get over there. They pulled in not too long behind us, and that's when I put the app on my phone and let him watch that game. It was Georgia and Alabama, which needless to say, there's a big rivalry there. But now I got to figure out how to get rid of that damn app that I put on here because it's eating up some of my battery. Later on, we get off this thing, I'm going to start trying to figure out how to go in and uninstall something. Which I've done it, I just never remember how to do it, and each time I got to kind of fumble through it. Now actually, that's a pretty nice dumpster area. Let me see if I can show it to y'all. Well, I'll have to unplug you. Now, I can't see if y'all can see it. They got a gazebo looking thing there. Then the dumpster down in it. Well, I think that if I do that, don't that just remove the one that's on the screen that doesn't remove the whole app? St. George. Yeah, I've been out there in St. George. Yeah, and Georgia was leading until like the last couple minutes, evidently. No, which the daughter-in-law was telling me, and Grandma said it's killing him. She said, at home he'd be yelling and screaming at the TV. Out here at the school, he can't do that. Yeah, no. All right, well, I'll try that. His phone wasn't letting him do it for whatever reason. So I asked him what he was trying to do, CBS Sports or something, and then pick your team and all this. So I did it so he could keep up with that game. And there ain't too many Texas people that's rooting for Georgia anyway. But there for a while, he was a little bit excited. Said Alabama was undefeated and Georgia was about to whoop their butt. Last couple minutes. Now on his, it was, he said it was his service provider and a cheap phone. Yeah, I'm sitting here looking where I got up in the dirt. That other guy was up in the dirt several times. And he went way up there. When the supervisor walked me down here to show me where I had to back in, I said, now, can I get in that dirt? He said, oh, yeah, he was. Well, yeah, so I see. Well, I'll try to stay off your sidewalk. Oh, he was on the sidewalk. Well, that don't mean I need to get on it. The last thing I want to do is bust a damn sidewalk. Yeah, I'd be honest, Joe. It's a liberal college as it is. You can go ahead and be honest with them. Somebody's going to cry and fall apart, and then they're going to throw away the survey because you're a hater. If you're honest with them, you must be a hater. But I wouldn't send it in until I have my master's in my hand. What are you bringing me? I thought you'd bring me coffee. No. I better be careful. Eli will bring me coffee. And I'll pretend to drink it to be polite. Tell you what, they're throwing them damn cabinets up on their backs and grabbing it and walking with it. Old school right there. These kids today, they'd want to have one on each end of it. What are you doing this morning, Joseph? You know how we all have them nicknames from childhood, from family? Like my brother, he's a preacher. And if somebody called down there, his secretary would tell him, hey, some of your family's online. He finally asked her, he says, how do you know it's family? And she, well, they call up John Boy and Johnny and all this. Everybody else calls up and wants to talk to the preacher or the brother. Well, I noticed Crystal is calling Little Joe Little Joe. He likes being called Joseph. You know, kind of cracked me up. Uh-huh. Morning, Jason. You was the first one in, dude. I hear you. Yeah, me and Grandma picked up on that watching her video the other day. That she called him Little Joe a couple of times. Has anybody tried making any of the recipes off of the channel? Waiting on Carlos to make a couple and put up. You tell me somebody was sharing one of my videos. Yeah, and that's something else, folks. If you would share some of these videos around, that would be helpful too. Yeah, people coming and going. That counts up and down. Which I expected on a 8 o'clock on a Tuesday morning. Some people have to work for a living. Watching this guy. He got all kinds of hand motions going on in that truck. Hometown Energy, working for you. Good, he missed me. That's always a plus. I heard a bunch of geese flying over earlier. All right, people, I'm going to let y'all get about your day and all that good stuff. I get too bored, I might come back on here in a little while. I want to go and try to delete that app. Call Grandma, let her flirt with me. Call Little Joe and give him a hard way. Yeah, I hear you, Jason. No. Ain't nothing but a thing. So if y'all are bored, check here in a little bit, see if I'm back on here live. Y'all get some work done. Remember, good Lord loves you, and so do I. Y'all have a blessed morning. Be safe. Bye.